everyone. I am very pleased to be able to speak with you today, although I am sorry that I couldn't be with you in person. I'd like to start by saying just how deeply saddened I am by the devastation that the recent tropical storm Anna has caused. I very much hope that you are all keeping safe and well amid what I know will be an extraordinarily difficult time. To aid your recovery, the Scottish Government has worked closely with the Government of Malawi and will provide financial support of £400,000 to help you recover from the crisis and to support you and to strengthen resilience to future shocks. At COP26, when the First Minister signed the Cleaner Cooking Pledge alongside the previous Minister for Natural Resources and Climate Change in Malawi, she spoke about the strength of Scotland's partnership with Malawi. It is a partnership that has lasted over 150 years and is of great importance to the Scottish Government and the people of Scotland. Today, there are thousands of links developed between ordinary people here in Scotland and people in Malawi through churches, schools, hospitals, and local authorities throughout Scotland. And a key part of our partnership is around tackling the climate crisis, building resilience in communities to climate impacts, and facilitating knowledge sharing. We know that the impacts of climate change are being felt across the world, but we also know that they are not felt equally, and that communities who have done the very least to cause the problem we are all facing have very often done very little or nothing to cause it and are often affected the worst. We have seen in the recently published IPCC report some climate impacts are unavoidable, irreversible, and go beyond what we can adapt to. Through our Climate Justice Fund, we are committed to working with communities in our partner countries, including Malawi, to build resilience, taking a participatory approach to our programming to ensure that communities are involved in helping to develop solutions to the challenges that they are facing in the here and now. We will embed the 3 pillars of distributive, procedural and transformative climate justice, which were all referenced in the recent IPCC report and were heralded as best practice. As well as helping build community resilience to climate change through our Climate Justice Fund, the Scottish Government is absolutely clear that additional climate finance must be made available, and it must be made available to aid countries to adapt to climate change, as well as addressing loss and damage. At COP26, the Scottish Government committed £2 million to address loss and damage. And ahead of COP27, we are committed to continue the momentum on this work by playing a convening and a leadership role, all with the aim of arriving at COP27 with a programme of work demonstrating impact on addressing loss and damage, as well as contributing to the wider research and all-important evidence base. Through our Climate Justice Fund, I am also pleased to support efforts to develop cleaner cook stoves, and Malawi becoming a centre of excellence for cleaner cooking. Because it's estimated that 2 billion people worldwide rely on open fire for their cooking, which is not only environmentally damaging, but also can have a detrimental impact on people's health and well-being. And we all know that it is particularly harmful for women and girls, as they are, in most countries, responsible for gathering the fuel and for cooking the food, and therefore are more exposed to the damaging effects. I am aware of the major efforts that have been ongoing in Malawi in recent years, including making 2 million cleaner cooking stoves available. This is great work with ambitious targets for the future, including a further 2 million cleaner cooking stoves by 2025, cleaner cooking for all families by 2030, and a transition to net zero cooking by 2050. This is why we signed the Cleaner Cooking Pledge at COP26, and why we put forward funding to the Cleaner Cooking Coalition. The funding is helping to raise awareness of the importance of cleaner cooking, fund important research into key issues, and vitally, it is helping communities and organisations in Malawi to make even greater progress with this most important initiative. It is a really key example of how Scotland can work with local communities to promote their resilience. And it is a further example of that incredible strength of partnership between Scotland and Malawi. I very much look forward to seeing the continued partnership flourish and to grow with our continued engagement, especially on climate justice. And I look forward to Malawi becoming recognised as a centre of excellence for cleaner cooking in the months and years to come. Thank you very much.